plan for the MCO and post-MCO, right? But before we go into that, I would like to talk a bit about youth, because you spend a lot of time with youth on their financial planning as well. So it says that around 100,000 of Malaysians that are bankrupt, around 60% of them are aged between 18 and 40 years old. Why is that so? What is it that youth have done wrong in their financial planning?
Sometimes I would say I don't blame the youth, and that's one of why I am so passionate about helping the youth. So I found myself in that kind of situation as well. If you look at our education system, all right, school in general, school is normally a bit more scientific and things like that. But in university, college, they are all preparing us to do well for a company. A lot of the finance that we learn, even in finance degrees, in financial schools, is for a company, is for a big institution, right? And that's kind of what I went through personally as well. And it's one of the reasons why I am in financial planning. So who teaches you how to do your own tax? Who teaches you how to manage your cash flow, right? Because this is the essence of your life as an adult. You need to manage your finances well to give yourself and your family the life that you want to give them. You no longer have, or most people no longer have parents to give allowance, right? So suddenly you're on your own, but nobody taught you how to go about doing it. So you graduate, you've been told that you study hard and get good results, and then of course you start working, and then you earn your 2.5, 3K fresh graduate salary. If you're not from KL, you're paying rental, okay, minus tax, everything there, if you got 1,000 ringgit a month. And if nobody teaches you that you have to cut your lifestyle, which maybe you've had a better lifestyle from your parents, then you have a problem. So it's a lack of education about financial planning. In fact, I have heard from some of my junior associates, some people who I've interviewed as well, who have come in for interviews to want to join as a financial planner. There are very few universities where they actually have a financial planning course. And this financial planning also is quite elementary. It's quite basic stuff. It's nothing too complicated. But why is it only at university level? Because in university level, you may have moved out of country, you may be managing your allowance and things like that. It's something that needs to be inculcated since young. So the education system is one thing. The second thing is, I guess, and this is just the nature of the world, it's just marketing and advertisements. If you just take a drive in KL, you would see a lot of advertisements for personal loans. Okay, and if you take a look at what they are advertising, targeting their personal loan advertisement at, is usually things like take your dream holiday, go for a wedding, your wedding, whatever it is, right? So personal loans are one of the most damaging loans to ever take for your personal finance. It's one of the things that is more, unless in emergencies, you should not ever take, because the interest is very, very high. You end up paying a lot. It is really, really not advisable to take, but it's being advertised like nobody's business. I think a lot of you viewers also who may be currently tuning in, you may have got calls from your banks saying that, hey, today we offer 10,000 ringgit at this interest rate. Do you want? Just say yes on the phone, we get it. So because of all this, because of credit cards, how easily you can get a credit card, you just need a salary, a regular salary, and you've got a credit card, right? They have some limitations on you can have 2 credit cards, but 2 credit cards is still more than 0 credit cards, right? So you have credit card, you have personal loans calling you every alternate day, and you have lack of financial management skills because you weren't trained, you weren't taught. Then you have like a perfect storm of problems, and that's one of the reasons why you end up with having a lot of bankruptcies, and also comes to this moratorium of loans for during this movement control order period. So there are a lot of news going around about you should take this, you should not take that, and a lot of people are worried how can they repay their loans. You have to don't pay minimum, things like this. It's a big concern for a lot of people, and I guess it's the reason. One is the education, and 2 is the fact that we are surrounded by institutions that want to sell us these loans and things like that.
I think from what we learned from Yin is that there is a lot of temptations and a lot of marketing that spurs you to to take on loans, and you have easy access to all these facilities, which makes people splurge more. Like they rather spend now and worry about it later. So I think that's the mentality. So coupled with our schools, which doesn't really emphasize on financial planning, on how to manage their money. So yes, I'm actually looking at some of the questions that are coming in from our viewers. So let's pick on this one. What percentage of my personal income should I set for investing? This is from Ashley. So what do you say, Ian?
I would say a good amount